So when I woke up this morning and I was doing my normal poop on scroll on the toilet, I found a story that left me more confused than why the Marvel's Eternal movies was even made. Pokemon has come forward about a higher up who worked at some company who was faking a romantic relationship with her in order to manipulate people that were in her community, just seemingly random girls in her chat. And his approach just makes no sense, and it just has left me utterly confused. I mean, he went to go as far out to me making fake Discord messages with him and Pokimane, and I guess trying to get the trust of these girls in this chat to say, hey, this is how much Pokimane makes, and if you work with me, this is how much I can get. But in order to do that, I need to see a picture of your titties. Like, I don't understand the logic behind this. To just catch you guys up and get you confused as I am, this is exactly the video that I saw.
And many streamers have been working with for years. Someone who was also employed at a large company in the industry has targeted and manipulated girls, specifically in my community, by falsifying a romantic and sexual relationship with me, leaking privileged information he gathered from his job, as well as threatening to harm himself if these girls turn against him. He is well networked in the industry. He knows many streamers. He has helped us with many things. This was someone that we were genuinely grateful for their help. A few months ago, a few girls in my community came forward to me with some concerns and asked to speak to my manager. They proceeded to send my manager countless screenshots and videos of their conversation with him, proving the lying and manipulation that was going on. So basically, he would reach out to girls that he knew were like in my chat or viewers of mine. He would approach them, and because of his connections with streamers and the company he worked at, he seemed like a very trustworthy individual. He would then tell the girls that he's suicidal and deals with mental health issues, which of course would garner him a lot of sympathy. And again, these girls are so sweet, so of course they would hear him out. And then once he felt that he gained their trust enough, he would start sharing these photoshopped Discord conversations with me. Like he would share it with them, but they were of me and him, as well as making up like wild stories about me. He acted like he knew and hung out with me and my friends in person. This is someone I've never met. I've never hung out with them, let alone had any relationship with past, talking about only work-related things.
I mean, could you imagine waking up one morning to find out someone has faked a relationship with you, so much so that they have fake Discord messages, they have a fake romantic relationship with you, and that they're trying to prey on your community and say, hey, I have this whole relationship with this individual, they trust me, they love me, and because they love me, you should love me. And what's more, send me your titties. And obviously, this guy's name hasn't been spoken. It's like Voldemort in the world of Harry Potter. His name shall not be spoken. And Pokimane says it's because she wants her and the victims to keep their privacy and themselves, and just, I guess, to allow them to pass through this and to move on. But I think you should name that this individual, especially if he's a higher up CEO and apparently someone who was fired as soon as other investigations were put in on, like, looking at their behavior in the company. So it kind of makes me scratch my head on why go ahead and not just reveal who this person is, especially once more if they're a higher up. Like, it probably should be known. And it also kind of wards away other predators from doing this in the future, because all this is showing is that they can get away with this and their name won't be put out there. And this should be like a community shaming thing. This is not okay. This is super weird.
He fabricated all of this just to manipulate these girls. Mind you, I'm giving you like the summarized version. Even I haven't seen all the evidence that they sent my managers for my own mental health. Like, the girls were kind enough to be like, you shouldn't see this. Like, let us send it to your manager. But let me give you the summary. He laid this groundwork over months and months. Like, he's been doing this for basically the 2 years that I've known or worked with him every now and then, which makes me so fucking mad to know that this was going on, like, right under my nose for so long. He claimed that his relationship with me made him suicidal, and he used this to make the girls feel like they couldn't turn their backs on him and to think that, like, I was an evil person. He told elaborate stories of our alleged sexual encounters in detail to girls that are like in my community, things that obviously never occurred. He created fake screenshots as evidence, Discord logs. When he and I would talk about work things, he would then take that conversation and like edit the second half of it to like look inappropriate or weird. I don't even want to go into details because it's really fucking gross. He would use like inappropriate photos, like nudes that weren't of me, and he would send them to the girls and say that it was me. He also leaked confidential information to these girls to gain their trust. For example, let's say he worked at a company that sponsored me, and if like we did an activation together, he would tell the girls how much I made to like make himself seem like, oh, I know so much and I'm so important. And afterwards, he would then try to develop romantic and sexual relationships with these girls. After gaining their trust, he would hit on them, offer to fly them out, meet up in person, buy them gifts, ask for inappropriate photos of them after sending them fake inappropriate photos of me.
And if Pokimane's explanation confused your brain, trust me, you're not alone, because it doesn't seem like anybody in the community could like look at this and see like, oh, this was an actual like a loophole. This guy's actually a genius and a genius manipulator behind the scenes. No, this is just creepy and weird in all the ways. And faking Discord messages, trying to send fake photos of, you know, nudes to other girls to say, hey, this is what Pokimane sends, you should send me something like that. I don't know. I'm not even the biggest fan of Pokimane, and I feel weird because I don't even think I'm saying her name right, and if I'm not, I'm not doing it intentionally. She's just not my kind of streamer, but that doesn't mean that something like this had happened, because that is just weird. But I want you guys to let me know what you guys think about all this, because it is just a weird situation. And just like the end of Inception, I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up and just leave us all confused. But if it's their first time hearing about this story, share it with your friends, keep them in the loop. Please like, share, and subscribe, because we are on our road to 500 subscribers. And at 500 subscribers, I'm doing a Modern Warfare 2 giveaway. And if you ever picking up the vibe that I'm putting down, you can come hang out with me over on Kick, kick.com/Elrod. If you like some of the animations that are coming up on the screen and you need one for your channel, or you know of a creator that needs one, send them my way. I want to build my portfolio, and I'd love to do some animations for some small creators. And with that being said, I challenge you, make somebody laugh today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Yep, nope, not in my house.